Welcome lads, we're back for another episode of Road to Glory. Today we're going to be opening up some bronze packs, looking at the team I had, and then building a whole new team, and hopefully this new team can get me better results, because I did buy some moderately expensive players. I stayed with the formation that I like. Now, a new patch has come out. Now, some of the gameplay was pre-patch, some of it was post-patch. I think actually all the gameplay in this episode is post-patch. Does the patch have a huge significance? I don't really think so, honestly. They've dulled down the accuracy of passing. Okay, that's definitely an interesting concept, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly, it's effective. Now, I love playing a lot of quick passing. It's how I play this year. So, for me, if that's the case, sounds like to me you're just going to have to look for players with better passing. You know, a player with like 90 short passing like an Iniesta may be a really effective player to have on your team. We do get a few new little players into the club. As you may have seen, we have Lacazette, and he's a very good player. I absolutely adore him. I also, because my El Gato was having an absolute mare, I did in two player packs, that's the one, I did pack Dele Alli, which I am sticking Catalyst Chem Style on him, and I also packed Eric Bailly. Obviously, we already had Eric Bailly, so we just sold him, got 40,000 coins. That propelled us to get, like I said, I did have Ericsson for a while, but I don't know. I just think Bobby Firmino, as we jump into some bronze packs, is just as good, and he's about 60,000 coins cheaper. So that was really kind of the idea there, and I sold Martial, and I got Lacazette. What do I think of Lacazette? Honestly, I don't really think he's that good. I think there's a lot of problems with him. I think he's decent, and I think the case is you jump into a squad battle game and people scoring left, right, and centre. That isn't a direct representation of how good of a player he is. Now, what I would look for in squad battle games actually is, does he miss? If he misses, and it's, and it's not something that, is a human error, I would look at, is he the right card for you? And because obviously players are going to be scoring goals. I mean, when you're scoring 5 goals a game in squad battles, I mean, their returns are absolutely through the roof, but it's not necessarily a true representation of what is going on. Now, obviously, you may have seen some bronze packs that sold some coins. This was before the new marquee matchups came out, which honestly, I'm not 100% sure I'm even going to do. I haven't done them yet. Maybe if I get the players into the club, I might do them. Like, I think once I get my squad battle rewards on Monday, maybe I'll do them if I get a lot of the players, because I did it on my main account just to see what it was like. Oh, it cost a lot of money. And the packs, I mean, obviously, you could pack something incredible and then it's absolutely worth it. But it just wasn't for me, I really enjoyed doing the bronze pack. What I really enjoyed most about the bronze pack is you play a really tough game of FIFA. Some horrible thing has gone on, and the idiot's messaging you with all this hate. But you can just sit there and you can just open some packs and you can get all these amazing things, and it just lifts your spirits so much. That's what I honestly enjoy doing it. The only problem on this account, as we jump into some squad battle rewards, is that I only have a 50 transfer list. It's really setting me back, because I have to, obviously want to keep relisting, but I think what I may do, honestly, as we I think we got Elite 1 there, which isn't bad. I mean, I think going forward, I think if I can push to top 100, which going into Saturday I was like maybe 300 or 400 points off it, then yes. But other than that, I think just getting a 25,000, I mean, okay, it's an extra 14,000 coins, and in the long run, that's a crap load of coins, 10 weeks, that's 140,000 coins that you're just not doing by just playing a few squad battle games. But honestly, if you can get into, FUT Champs, which is obviously, in my opinion, way more important than squad battles, you can put that effort into that, you would make up that 14,000 coins a week, If you went from Gold 3 to Gold 1, that's an extra 20,000 coins right there. I mean, obviously, you would want to get Elite 1 and, top 10 in squad battles, but, that is just what it is. And we didn't get anything really in the mega packs. I don't know. We do get a board on this one. Bang. What do we get? Do we get anything? Oh, my life. Falcao. Honestly, he's got a bit of value because he's an 84 rated card, and the SBCs definitely when I packed him. I think they had the Scream SBC, you know, with the one screenplay at Sterling's not bad. That wasn't a bad pack. I saw some Mexican League silvers in there. Those always get me a little bit excited. You know, obviously, fitness cards, that's what I'm looking for, honestly. That's probably the biggest benefit from these packs, are the consumables that I get. Because, you know, you play a lot of games, you run out of squad fitnesses. I'm not running with 2 teams. I have no interest in that. I just don't think it's as effective. I'm trying to win as many games as possible. We sell all this stuff. Yeah, you know, some of it is... I hope this card has some level of value, but... I don't know, the Mexican League players have really seemed to have dropped down in value. Maybe because people have just done it. Or maybe because it's just not that great of a card. I mean, Gignac, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see which league they do next. And is it really going to be that kind of, you know, wow player? Promise was good, but obviously it's hard to link him into squads. Now, this is the team that we went into the Daily Knockout tournament with. I got Aaron Moy in form. You know, I like this team. But by the end of this episode, the team will have radically changed. Now, obviously, Gabriel Jesus is the most overpowered player on the planet. But I believe the striker I get next is just as overpowered. I love the fact that I have Dele Alli and Eric Bailly now as untradables. I think they're incredible players. I can't sell them, so that's always a good look. Aaron Moy was a really good card. Like, I was very disappointed that I decided to sell him. Lacazette is, I don't know, he's good. Let's not kid around here. But like, for 140,000 coins, for me at least, on this account, that player that has cost that much has to do something that not necessarily wins every match, but has a huge effect. And that there isn't a player out there that's cheaper that can do a better job. Like, you know, you get a Jerome Boateng in defense. He is going to do things that a defender like Eric Bailly can't do. He's just going to shut everything down. Now, Lacazette, if Lacazette scored every chance, he would never leave. The problem is that Gabriel Jesus scores every chance. Now, obviously you play a squad battle game. Everyone scores every time. You stick Giroud up there and he's scoring 3 goals a game. I mean, it's just not a direct representation. We win the first game, we jump into the second game, and, you know, things are going well. Honestly, I love this team. I love this formation. I do sometimes feel that it can be a little bit, let's just say, a little bit too attacking in a way, and I can definitely get caught out on the counter-attack. I think Andrew Herrera is a great CDM. I honestly think that that's definitely his best position. You know, he just runs around, he intercepts balls. Bakayoko is good. I think in the BPL, he's definitely a really good option. I don't know, he drifts, and I don't like certain players to be drifting. You know, obviously, your cams, though, you want them to drift, but your CDM, definitely when you only have, like, one CDM down the middle, it's a bit of a problem, not gonna lie. The defense is incredible, really. I mean, there's really no complaints there. Lacazette, I don't know, Lacazette just wasn't... He just wasn't the amazing player I expected. I love Bobby Firmino. I think he is an incredible card. He just does great things. He's like 7,000 coins. Play him at the camera. I haven't played him at striker, so I don't necessarily know how well he'd play there. I don't really think that he'd play great there, as Gabriel Jesus just scores an absolute banger. Now, I do sell Gabriel Jesus, and I'm disappointed about it. And definitely in the future, I would look at getting him as a super sub because he's just so goddamn good. Dele Alli gets through here and he just scores goals. I mean, that's what he's in the team to do, and he just scores them. He doesn't mess about. He's scoring goals. He's having fun. And I think he may have rage quit after this one. Bang. I think he did. Dunk. 36. Bang. There's another rage quit. 2 games down. And, you know, we played okay. You know, it wasn't awful. And we jump into this third game, and for some reason, I don't quite know why, that I didn't show you the squad. But anyway, jumping into this third game, and he had Henrik Larsson up top, you know, the icon. And, you know, things weren't bad. You know, Lacazette here on the ball. makes his guy miss. It's not like I said, it's bad. I think he's very good. Yeah, he frustrated me at times. There was just something about him as Virgil van Dijk is storming up the pitch, and he doesn't score, and he get moderately lucky, get the rebound, but Gabriel Jesus completely outshone him, and he's about 100,000 coins cheaper, and I'm just not having that. That's a great ball into Lacazette, and he's going to score goals. He's not awful. He's just not the best player in the game, and I just don't think he's the best striker in the game. And he just falters. Defending. It's just something I really want to work on, because I think if you can master defending, the way you can just score. I mean, I could score 3 or 4 goals in a game, no problem. Generally speaking, I mean, obviously not every match. I scored 3 in that one, I think. No, I didn't score 3. I think I only scored 2, but it was frustrating. I only scored 2. He brought Vardy on, and it was just absolutely insanity. I mean, 10 shots on target to his 3. And then we come up against this. Now, he's a very good player I played against. He's an arrogant little sod, messaging me during the game. I did lose this match. But the effing stat cards. I mean, it was just like, honestly, I didn't even realize he had stat cards. When I was looking back editing this video, I was like, oh, well, that's why every shot was blocked. And he seemed to be quicker than every single one of my players. Like, his Gabriel Jesus outstrength Virgil van Dijk. Now, Gabriel Jesus is an incredible player, but Virgil van Dijk is strong. That should not happen. Now, I've seen Gabriel Jesus do some incredible things that shouldn't have happened in the past anyway, but, you get those stat cards on, it's just, why are they there? Why do they exist? Is really the question. Like, they just shouldn't exist, and like, who likes them? I mean, probably someone does. Here it is. Look at this. Look at this. How is he? I don't even know where to begin with that. I don't even know. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, what is going on? Now, obviously, this game didn't go well for me, and I did kind of rage sell a lot of players, but I wasn't too happy with a lot of my players to begin with. I liked a few of them, but, it's just like, what can I do? I just got absolutely destroyed. He was a really good player. Messaging me during the game wasn't something I was too happy about, but whatever. I got into it kind of after the match, mouthing off even more. But anyway, Sane, who I did pack in a 2-player pack, comes on, and he bursts through. It's a good goal. Get back into it, maybe 4-1. I mean, at this point, I'm very frustrated and I'm dabbing. Probably not really the most ethical thing to do. Eriksen's on the ball here. He just cannot be contained. And I really, this guy was good, and maybe the stat cards don't have their effect, but it was that everything was blocked. Every pass was intercepted. It was like his players were definitely on another level. Not that, he wasn't a good player, but yeah, I definitely felt the effects of it. We get up here to 5-2, and just kind of contain it to a certain extent. I think we do score another corner here. And Herrera drills the ball in, comes back out to him. He plays it over the top. Bang, Lacazette, with his last kick for the club, he scores a goal. Anyways, that was this. But now, let us move on to the team that I did build. Okay, so I did change the formation. Now, obviously, this formation can have good results, but I've been so used to the 4-1-2 narrow that a lot of times I would just switch in-game to that formation. But without further ado, let's look at the team. Now, the team is there. There's some similar faces, obviously, because Dele Alli is untradeable, Eric Bailly is untradeable, Azpilicueta I bought in mainly because of chemistry issues, but not even, because I could put a Smalling there, but that's really not a good option. Isco, Carvajal, I was running Paulinho, or the idea to run Paulinho, Semedo, and then obviously because of the goalkeeper, the link-ups were moderately hard, and that's one of the reasons why Azpilicueta came in. Obviously, he's a very good defender. I've only played one game with him, but 79 pace, 86 defending, 78 physical, stuck an anchor card on him, because I do want to kind of boost his strength up a tad. The pace, he's quick, interceptions, marking, standing tackle, slide tackle. He's an incredible defender. I mean, I really enjoy this defense. I mean, Carvajal, once again, haven't played too much with him, but, you know, doesn't have blistering pace, honestly, but I don't know. I think he's good. I mean, obviously, I don't necessarily have a huge sample size to really grade that. Isco's an interesting one, and I'm looking at this now, and I could go get my more favourite BPL centre mid, Andrew Herrera. The only reason Bakayoko came in was because of chemistry. But I'm looking at this now, when I had Paulinho in there, and Herrera could come in. The only issue, I would say, is I would like some height in my midfield, so I think Bakayoko is going to stay. Because Isco, you know, he's short. Dele Alli's not short, but he's definitely more on the kind of offensive side of things. Maybe Andrew Herrera, because, I don't know, there's something about Bakayoko. He just drifts. Anyways, the attack is kind of where I wanted to change things. I wanted to bring in Martial. He's incredible. But the player I wanted to bring, the striker, is the real change. I wanted to bring in someone that I had a feeling would absolutely dominate. The other thing I didn't like about Lacazette was that 3-star weak foot. That got me into a little bit of a struggle as well. But this card, honestly, he's got a hunter card on him because he came with a hunter card, and I haven't necessarily thought about changing it. You know, I really think a Deadeye to boost it. You want to boost his shooting. The only issue with him, and I think he's an incredible card, and I have really enjoyed using him, is obviously the agility being on a tad lower. How you would boost that, I don't quite know, but he's incredible. Dembele's incredible as well. This attack is absolutely unreal. Now, if I would switch into 4-1-2-1-2, Martial, Mbappe up top, Dembele in the cam role is what I used to, but I'm starting to now maybe think stick Isco there, and I don't know, bring someone else off the bench and just don't play Dembele. I don't necessarily have anyone, but I got about 40,000 coins, so there is a room to get some impact subs. Anyways, there's the new team. Tomorrow will be a draft video. I will have obviously played the daily knockout tournament by then, qualified. We'll get into some Foot Champs gameplay this weekend. But without further ado, that's the end of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.